Hello, learners. I am Parikshit Saikia, and welcome to this very exciting session on the 99 Percentiler Club. This is gonna be Percentages Foundations Part 2 for CAT 2023 aspirants. I took Foundations Percentages Part 1 a couple of days back, and today is gonna be Part 2 where I'm gonna solve a lot of percentage questions and questions from actual CAT papers too. You're going to see how we solve questions without using any formula. Remember, the beauty of these sessions is you get to learn and solve questions only and only using shortcuts and common sense. Absolutely zero formulas in my sessions. Let's get started. Lots of learning coming up in this session. Just making sure that I'm live. Yes, I think you can view me live. Let's get started. Okay, the invincible batch starts on December 22nd, right? If you want to subscribe to our batches which are starting soon, do use the code Parikshit Live for extra discount. Also remember, the code Parikshit Live will get you the maximum discounts as well as free mentorship, okay, in your CAT 2023 preparation. Free mentorship from my side. And remember, my Telegram group is mentioned at the bottom of your screen, Parikshit Sir _ cat. You can always join my Telegram group so that we stay connected. Okay, my YouTube class timings. Tuesday, 20th December, we are going to take up Percentages Foundation Part 3. So basically, the timings are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 p.m. So the topics are there in front of you. Wednesday, we are going to start profit, loss, and discount. Thursday, Friday, going to continue profit, loss, and discount. Fine. This is going to be my YouTube timings. 4 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay, for CAT 2023, 10 p.m. And Tuesday, 10 p.m. will be decision making for those of you who are preparing for the ZAT, right? Okay, take a note of it. Okay, now let's start with percentages concept. This is class 2. I will quickly revise what is percentages before we get started with the sums, right? As we discussed in the last class, percentage is simply, it means per cent. It simply means out of 100. Per cent. Cent means out of 100, right? Per century. This is the meaning of percentage. We discussed only one very important thing in the last session was percentage change. We solved a lot of questions and we discussed one important theory. Percentage change is what is final value minus initial value divided by initial value or the comparison value. We are going to take up questions and you'll learn that. Okay. I don't have too much of theory today. Let's get started straight away with the sums. No formula, only logic and common sense to solve each and every question today. Okay, let's start. Okay, first question is from the CAT 2016 paper. Let's check this. A charity. So basically what I have done is I picked up the easy questions, okay, which have come across the years, right, in previous year CAT papers. These are questions which are easy and which can easily be solved by a foundation level student. So let's see the actual questions which are being asked in the CAT where only you need foundation level concepts. Let's start. A charity solicited P persons over the phone who agreed to an average pledge of rupees R each. Okay. So solicited. What is solicited? Solicited mean connected with P people over the phone, right? So basically they connected. Okay. Solicited means connected, got in touch with P people over the phone who agreed to an average pledge of rupees R each. What is the meaning of pledge? Pledge is like a promise, right? Pledge is like a promise. Yes? Q of these people who had pledged an average of rupees S each never sent in the pledged amount. Which of the following expressions represents the percentage of pledged money that the charity received? This is from the 2016 paper. Okay. So total money promised. How much is the total money promised? Can anyone help me with that? Total money promised. Total money promised. Remember, total money promise is nothing but number of people that you approach into the average proper money that each one promised. Remember, what is the meaning of average? Average means per head. So per head, people promised R rupees. Per head, people promised R rupees. And how many people were there? So let's say if there are 10 people, it would have been 10 R. If there are 20 people who made the promise, it would have been 20 into per head, which is R, right? How many people? I don't know whether it is 10 or 20, but I know that there are P people. So basically, total money promised is P into R. Number of people into the per head money that was promised. Correct? Next, Q of these who had pledged an average of rupees S each never sent in the pledged amount. So again, average, remember, average means per head. Average means per head. So money not received. How much money was not received? Money not received. Money not received is how much? Can anyone tell me? How much was the money not received? Remember, how much money was not received? S. Per head, S amount was not received. And how many people had promised S? Q people. Think about it. Per head, S amount was never received. And if there were, let's say, 20 people who promised S rupees per head, then how much money was not received? 20 into S. Correct? If there were 50 people who never gave in the promised amount, then how much would be the amount that not received? 50 into the per head amount. In our case, per head amount is S. Number of people who promised but did not actually give is Q. So Q into S. Correct? So can I say how much money was actually received then? Can you help me with and tell me how much money was actually received? Yes? Therefore, money received. Therefore, money received is how much? Therefore, money received is how much? Can I say money received is nothing but equation 1 minus 2, right? Money promised minus money not received. Will you agree? Money received is nothing but total money promised minus money not received. So total money promised was PR. Money not received was QS. So money received was PR minus QS. That's it. PR minus QS. Question is asking which of the following expressions represent the percentage of pledged money that the charity received. Percentage of pledged money. So percentage is always numerator divided by the denominator. Percentage is always numerator divided by the denominator. So what is they asking? They are asking you percentage of pledged money. So how much money was received? Money received divided by total money promised is the percentage of pledged money. Will you agree? Money received divided by total money promised is nothing but percentage of pledged money. Will you agree? That's the answer. Money received is PR minus QS. Total money promised was PR, right? So you can simplify this. PR by PR is 1. 1 minus QS by 1 minus QS by correct? And percentage means you need to give your answer in terms of into 100. Percentage always means into 100. So 1 minus QS by PR into 100, which is option D. That's the answer. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Clear? Beautiful question from the CAT 2016 paper. Again, someone might think, sir, it's a foundation level class. Why are we doing CAT questions? Remember, I have only picked up those CAT questions which are actually foundation level. Okay, so we are going to solve CAT questions which are foundation level. So let's apply our concepts to real CAT questions. But yeah, not the difficult ones, beginner level CAT questions. And CAT is full of beginner level questions. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Number 2. Okay, number 2 on your screen. Let's take it up. In 2001, the transportation cost of an item was 30% of its manufacturing cost. From 2001 to 2002, its manufacturing cost went up by 20%. Its transportation cost in 2002 was 33.33% of its manufacturing cost in that year. By what percent should the total cost in 2002 be reduced to bring it back to that in 2001? Total cost is manufacturing cost plus the transportation cost. This is from the CAT 2014 paper. Fine? Okay, let's start. Let's start. So how will you start? Remember, percentage, the best part of percentage questions is you can start assuming numbers. Okay, you can start assuming numbers. You can get your answer assuming any number. If you have looked at part 1 of my class, you understand what I'm saying, right? Now think about it. They are saying transportation. So basically they have defined what is total cost. Total cost is manufacturing cost plus the transportation cost. So total cost, okay, is equal to manufacturing cost, okay, manufacturing cost plus transportation cost. Transportation cost. Say na? Okay. Transportation cost was 30% of its manufacturing cost. Transportation cost was 30% of its manufacturing cost. So मान लो manufacturing cost, you assume it to be some number. You assume it to be some number. Good evening, people who have just joined my live session. Good evening to all of you. Manufacturing cost को कुछ भी मान लो. Sir, can I take 100? I think you should take 100 as the manufacturing cost. Why? Because 100 is really easy to calculate. Can I assume any other number? Absolutely. You assume any number, you'll get the same answer. But if you assume 100, calculations will be easy. They are saying transportation cost is 30% of its manufacturing cost. The author did not give me the manufacturing cost, so I just assumed some number to be the manufacturing cost. In my case, I assumed it to be 100 because that's easy to calculate. So can I say transportation cost is 30% of it, means transportation cost is 30. Fine. So what is the total cost? Total cost is 100 plus 30, 130. Total cost is 100 plus 30, 130. Correct? Awesome. Next, so this is the year 2001. This is the year 2001. Next, from 2001 to 2002, its manufacturing cost went up by 20%. Okay, 2001 to 2000. What happened to the manufacturing cost? It increased by 20%. So 20% means 20, right? 20% of 100 is 20. So how much will this become? 100 plus 20, 120. Right? Correct? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Clear? Next, its transportation cost in 2002 was 1/3 of 33.33% is nothing but 1/3. 33.33% is nothing but 1/3, right? Is 1/3 of its manufacturing cost in that year. 1/3 of its manufacturing cost. So 120 ka 1/3. 120 ka 1/3 is going to be how much? 120 by 3. So what is the total cost? Total cost is 160. Correct? Next, they are saying by what percentage should the total cost in 2002 be reduced to bring it back to 2001? Okay. So you know what? Now what is the total cost? Total cost is 160. 160. You want the total cost 160. You want to bring it back to what? To that of 2001. Meaning you want to bring it back to 130. You want to bring it back to 130, right? So how much is the reduction necessary? Reduction is 30. Question is saying, give me the answer in terms of percentage. So percentage is always final value minus initial value, right? Percentage is what? Final value minus initial value divided by initial value. We know that final value is 130, initial value is 160 divided by initial value. Be very careful. 160, if you are visualizing carefully, it's not about 2001 or 2002. It's not about which year is early. That's the initial value. No, it's based on the question. They are saying 160 should be brought back to 130. So 160 is the initial value. 130 is the final value. Correct? Bas ho gaya. Divided by the initial value. Initial value is 160. So this comes out to be minus 30 divided by 160. Minus 30 divided by 160 is minus 3 by 16. So into 100, right? Always percentage is in 100. Percentage is always, you will do into 100. So how much will this become? 300 divided by 16. Why? Because the numerator will become into 100 करेगा तो 300 बन जाएगा. 16 ones are 16, 140. So 16 eights are 48, 128. So 120. And 16 sevens are 42. Yeah, 16 sevens. So basically, this is approximately equal to minus 18.7%. And that's your answer to this brilliant question. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Is this clear? Yes? I'm looking at my YouTube comments. If you have a doubt, feel free to ask. Clear? Awesome. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Okay. Number 3 on your screen. This is percentage from the CAT 2009 paper. Percentage from the CAT 2009 paper. Let's have a look. Suppose that an equal number of persons are born on each day. What will be the percentage of persons whose birthday will fall on 29 February? Okay, birthday is 29 February. Now forget about the question. Let's talk about an example. Let's talk about the example. Okay, forget about the question. We'll come back to the question. Let's say birthday is on, as an example, birthday is on Jan 1. Birthday is on Jan 1. Okay. And the question is same. Everything else same except 29 February becomes Jan 1. So how will the question change? How will your answer change? Suppose that an equal number of people are born on each day. What will be the percentage of people whose birthday will fall on 29 February? Equal number of people are born on each day. Now think about it. If equal number of people are born on each day, what will happen? If equal number of people are born on each day, let's say Jan 1, Jan 2, Jan 3, understand the logic and then we'll extend it, okay? And then we'll extend it, okay? Up till probably December 31. Equal number of people are born on each day. So Jan 1st, let's say X people are born. I don't know the value of X. Could be 5, could be 10, could be 100, could be 2000, any number. Let's say X. Jan 2, X. Jan 3, X, December 31st also X. Question is, what will be the percentage of people whose birthday is on Jan 1? So Jan 1 में कितना लोगों का बर्थडे है? X लोगों का बर्थडे है. Divided by total number of people. Total number of people is X plus last may be X. So if it is a non-leap year, this will become X divided by 365X. 1X divided by 365X. Answer will be 1 by 365. Answer in this case will be 1 by 365. I hope you follow this. This was the case when the birthday is on Jan 1st. So if the birthday is on Jan 1st, it will be 1 divided by 365. Correct? 1 divided by 365. That's the answer. Now think about it. Instead of Jan 1, they have mentioned, what have they mentioned? Instead of Jan 1, I'm removing this. I hope you get the concept, right? Instead of Jan 1, you know what? As per the question, the birthday is on Feb 29. Birthday is on Feb 29. Birthday on Feb 29. Now, the previous question may, think about it. If the birthday is on 1st Jan, the good part is you will celebrate the birthday once in a year. You will celebrate the birthday once in 1 year. You and me, all of us, probably celebrate our birthday once in a year. So probability of percentage, very easy. 1 divided by the total number of days in the year into 100, you'll see your answer. But 29 February is a special day. Why? 29 February means it's a leap year. 29 Feb means, remember February has 28 days in a non-leap year. And in a leap year, so think about it. What's the concept? In a leap year, okay, February has 28 days. In a leap year, February has 28 days. In a non-leap year, sorry, ये पहला वाला लीप ईयर में I wrote 28, but basically February has how many? 29 days. अगर लीप ईयर है तो February has 29 days, right? And non-leap year में February has 28 days. February has 28 days. And you know what? A leap year occurs once in 4 years. Occurs once in 4 years. Once in every 4 years. So someone, that unfortunate guy, that unlucky guy who was born on 29 February, he'll be able to celebrate his birthday only once in 4 years. Correct? There lies the problem. So what is the probability, or what is the percentage of people whose birthday fall on 29 February? Same logic. Number of people born on 29 February, number of people born on 29 February divided by total number of people across 4 years. Correct? So number of people on 29 February, let's say is X, and total number of days in 4 years. Total in the नीचे आएगा 4 years. 4 years. Number 4 years. Number of days in 4 years. 4 years में कितना दिन है? That is the case. Right? So if X number of people are born on 29 February, 4 years में how many days are there? So 365 into 3. Remember? Plus 366 plus 366 instead of x, or you can put it x here. X anyway will cancel out. X anyway will cancel out. So how much will this come out to be? 1 divided by, do the calculations. Remember, in 4 years, 3 of the years will have 365 days, and 1 leap year where February has 29 days, it's gonna have 366 days. So 365 into 4 कर देते हैं. 365 into 4 कर देते हैं, plus 1 20 365 into 4 plus 1 कर देंगे, right? 365 into 4 करेगा तो कितना आएगा? 20 24 26 carry over 2 12 1460. So basically 1461. To get your answer in percentage, you are always going to multiply with 100. To get your answer in percentage, you are always going to get multiplied by 100. So 100 divided by 1461 is your answer. That's the answer. That many percentage of people will be born on 29 Feb, provided equal number of people are born on each day. Are we clear on this? Clear? So number of people born on each day divided by total number of people born in 4 years gets you the answer. Are we clear on this? I'm looking at the YouTube comments. If you have a doubt, feel free to ask. I'm looking at the YouTube comments. If you have a doubt, feel free to ask. Okay. I don't see any comments. Fine. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Number 4. This is from the CAT 96 paper. The price of a Maruti car rises by 30% while the sales of the car come down by 20%. What is the percentage change in the total revenue? This is from the CAT 96 paper. Okay. Now I think the author has used 3 words here. One is price, one he is talking about the sales, one he is talking about the revenue. What is the relation between price, sales, and revenue? What is the relation between price, sales, and revenue? Okay. Now think about it. Revenue is equal to, okay, someone is asking, so please repeat. Yeah, we'll repeat at the very end. Okay, last May, whatever doubts you have, you can ask me at the end of the class. I'm going to repeat it for you. Fine. Okay, someone is saying 4%. Okay, Harshit is saying 4%. We will check. What is the relation between price, sales, and revenue? Think about it. Revenue is nothing but price per car into the number of cars sold. Will you agree? Price per car into the number of cars sold. That's revenue for you. That's revenue for you. Or in other words, if I have to use the terminologies which the author have used, it's nothing but revenue is equal to price, okay, into sales. He's using the word sales, right? Number of cars sold is nothing but sales. So revenue is price into sales. Do you have to mug up this? Do you have to buy hard this? No. How do you know this? Very easy to know. As an example, take an example. Let's say you sold 20 cars. You sold 20 cars at, let's say, just to make calculations easy, at rupees 5 per car. at rupees 5 per car. So what is the revenue that you generate? Revenue is 100 rupees. How do you know? एक car में you get 5 rupees and total you have sold 20 cars. One car you get 5 rupees and total you sold 20 cars. So 20 into 5, 100 rupees is your revenue. So what did you do? Revenue is price per car, which is 5 rupees, into the number of cars sold, which is 20 rupees in our case, becomes 100, right? Let's come back to the question. In our question, nothing is given about the revenue. So, in the chapter, the best way is to assume numbers. So let's assume any number that you want, you can assume you will get the same answer. I will say, let's assume 100 to be the revenue. Why 100? Because calculation is super easy if you assume the revenue to be 100. So 100 is, let's say, 10 into 10. So can I take 1000? Absolutely you can. Can I take 50? Absolutely you can. Any number, but take any number which is easy to calculate. And I think 100 is the easiest number to calculate, right? They are saying price has increased by 30%. 30% of 10 is how much? 30% of 10 is 3. 30% of 10 is 3. So this will become 30. Sales comes down by 20%. 20% of 10 is 2. Comes down. So minus. So 10 minus 2, 8. So how much will this become? 13 into 8, 104. 13 into 8, 104. And you are done. What is the percentage change? How do you calculate percentage change? Percentage change is final value minus initial value divided by initial value, always. So final value is 104 minus initial value is 100 divided by initial value is 100. So 4 by 100. And last step, if you have to get your answer in percentage, you always multiply by 100. Percentage matlab, last step, you're going to multiply with 100. So if you multiply with 100, 100 cancels off, you get 4%. इतना करने का जरूरत ही नहीं है जो ब्लू में लिखा. Remember, 100 became 104. So obviously it's a 4% change. Directly you can say 100 became 104. So obviously it's a direct answer, 4% change. And glad to see that some of you got right in the YouTube comments. Good. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Clear? Let's go to the next one. I hope this is clear to everyone. Fine? Okay. Let's continue. Let's go to the next one. Okay. A report consists of 20 sheets, each of 55 lines, and each such line consists of 65 characters. This report is reduced onto sheets, each of 65 lines, such that each line consists of 70 characters. The percentage reduction in the number of sheets is closest. Okay. This is from the CAT 93 paper. Fine. Now what has happened? You are reducing a report, okay, onto sheets. Okay, you are reducing a report. Think about it. You have been given two scenarios. Scenario one, a report, some sheets, some lines, some characters. Scenario two, another report, same report, it's being reduced, compressed, okay? Okay. But you know what? The beauty of it, how do you connect both? That's very important in quants. In both the situations, or both the lines can be simply thought of as the number of characters is still the same in both the cases. Will you agree? So can I say number of characters initially? Number of characters initially. How much is the number of characters? Let's say initially is one line consists of 65 characters. So how many characters? 65. One line consists of 65 characters. Correct? And how many lines are there? 55. So can I say number of characters in one page is 55 into 65. One line, 65 characters, and we have 55 lines. So number of characters in one page will be 55 into 65. How many pages are we talking about? 20 pages. 20 pages. So this will be equal to 20. This will be equal to 20. Correct? So number of characters initially is number of characters per line into the number of lines into the number of sheets is equal to the number of characters. Then when you reduce the report or compress the report, number of characters in that case is how much? Final. Number of characters final is how much? One line consists of 70 characters. And how many lines are we talking about? 65 lines. How many lines are we talking about? 65 lines. Into the number of sheets. Into the number of sheets. Number of sheets. Let the number of sheets be x. Let the number of sheets be x. So number of characters in this case is x into 65 into 70. Don't get confused. Number of characters is one line is 70. Number of lines is 65. So 70 into 65 characters in one page. And how many pages? X pages. So into x. Can I say 1 and 2 are equal? 1 and 2 are equal because it's the same report. It's the same report. Will you agree? So 1 and 2 will be the same. Will be the same. If it is the same, can I write it down as 20 into 55 into 65 will be equal to x into 65 into 7. 65 cancels, correct? 0 and 0 cancels. What you get is x is 110 divided by 7. So that comes out to be 7 1s are 7, 40. 7 5s are 35, 50, 15.7, which is approximately equal to, question is anyway saying closest to. So x is equal to 16. What is x? X is the number of sheets in the final case. Number of sheets in the final case, which is 16. So x is 16 sheets. Question is asking percentage reduction in the number of sheets is closest to. So percentage reduction is nothing but percentage change. So percentage change is equal to final value minus initial value divided by initial value. Final value minus initial value divided by initial value. How much is the final value? 16. How much is the initial value? Remember, it consists of 20 sheets divided by initial 20. So minus 4 by 20 is minus 1 by 5. To get your answer in percentage, you're always going to multiply with 100. Into 100 comes out to be minus 20%. So author is not writing minus because he's anyway saying reduction, percentage reduction. So you don't have to write the minus sign. But even if you do, that's not a problem. Answer is 20%. Option, answer is 20%. Option A. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Looking at the comments, I'm happy to see Harshit getting it absolutely correct. Perfect. Are we clear on this? Can I go to the next one? Is this absolutely clear? Yes? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Number 6. A person who has a certain amount with him goes to the market. He can buy 50 oranges or 40 mangoes. He retains 10% of the amount for taxi fares and buys 20 mangoes. And of the balance, he purchases oranges. Number of oranges he can purchase is how much? This is from the CAT 95 paper. Correct? Okay. So let's get started. So let's say, as I always do with percentage questions, let's assume the total number of questions to be something. So let's say total number of, total money. They are saying that he has a certain amount with him. He has a certain amount with him. How much is the amount? It's not given. So let's take it. Let's say, let total money with the person be equal to some number. Let total money, okay, with the person be equal to some number. With the person. And you know our favorite number, which is super easy to calculate, is 100. Favorite number, which is super easy to calculate, is 100. So can I assume some other number? Absolutely. You will get the same answer. So let total money with the person be 100. So you can assume 50. Yeah, go ahead. Assume 50. Any number, you'll get the same answer. They are saying with this money, he can buy 50 oranges. Acha, if he can buy 50 oranges, what will be the cost of one orange? What will be the cost of one orange? Cost of one orange. Remember, with 100 rupees, you are able to buy 50 oranges, meaning cost of one orange is rupees. Cost of one orange is rupees. Or you can buy 40 mangoes or 40 mangoes. If you can buy 40 mangoes, with 100 rupees. Remember, they are saying using the word or. It means they are not buying both. Either 50 oranges or 40 mangoes. One of them. So can I say cost of one mango is how much? Cost of one mango will be equal to 100 divided by 40 is equal to rupees 2.5. Rupees 2.5. Correct? Cost of one orange, 2 rupees. Cost of one mango, rupees 2.5. Okay. He retains 10% of the amount for taxi fares. Okay. 10% of the amount is for taxi fares. So remember, total money that the guy had is 100 rupees. How much will he keep for taxi? Taxi fare, he keeps 10% of the amount. 10% of 100 is 10 rupees. And buys 20 oranges. 20 oranges you are buying. So what will be the amount spent on oranges? Remember, the cost price of one orange is 2 rupees. One orange is 2 rupees, and they are saying you're buying 20 oranges. So can I say you will end up spending a total of 40 rupees on oranges? Correct? So 40 gone in oranges, 10 gone in taxi, 50 rupees gone. And of the balance he purchased अच्छा and buys 20 mangoes बोला था मैंने orange लिख दिया कि they are saying he's buying 20 mangoes. Okay, so we just need to correct that. 20 mangoes, right? So fine, mangoes कितना buy करेगा? 20. Cost of one mango is 2.5, so 20 mangoes you will get for rupees. So total 50 rupees on mangoes gone, 10 rupees on taxi gone, so 60 rupees gone. So how much is the balance? Balance may he's buying oranges. Balance wala he is buying oranges. So 50 plus 10, 60. How much money is left for oranges? 100. Remember was the total money? 10 plus 50, 60 spent. So how much is left? 100 minus 60. 40 rupees is left for oranges. 40 rupees is left for oranges. That is it. Number of oranges he can purchase is how much? 40 rupees he can spend on oranges, and one orange costs rupees 2. 40 rupees he can spend on oranges, and one orange costs 2 rupees. So number of oranges that he can purchase is 20. That's the answer. Are we clear on this? Trust me, in no book, okay, available in the market, you will get this method, the one I'm showing you. I just assume 100, I assume logic, common sense, solve the question. Right? So you will not get this method anywhere else, assuming 100, getting the answer. But if you are able to master this method, the one I'm showing you currently, trust me, quants is gonna be super, super, super easy. You will not get it anywhere. But the best part, you will get your answer within seconds and in a way which is much, much better than what is given in your books. That's the beauty of the classes. Clear? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to number 7. Okay. Okay. Number 7. Let's check this. I bought 5 pens, 7 pencils, and 4 erasers. Rajat bought 6 pens, 8 erasers, and 14 pencils for an amount which was half more than what I had paid. What percent of the total amount paid by me was for the pens? Okay. Let's say price of one pen be p rupees. Price of one pen, okay, one pen, let's say cost rupees. Fine. One pencil का price नहीं दिया है, so let's say one pencil, I can't take p again, so let's say cost c rupees. And one eraser का price नहीं दिया है, let's say one eraser cost rupees. Fine. Okay. I bought 5 pens, 7 pencils, and 4 erasers. So 5 pens, 1 pen, p rupees. So can I say 5 pens, 5 p rupees? Think about it. 1 pen का price है p rupees. Let it be, let's say 10 rupees as an example. कभी भी problem होगा ना? Think numbers. कभी भी p c में problem होगा. Think numbers. Let's say price of 1 pen, let's say 10 rupees. You buy 5 of them, 5 into 10, 50 rupees. So what did you do? Price of 1 pen into the number of pens. 5 into 10. In our case, instead of 10, we have a P. Price of 1 pen is P. You're buying 5 of them. So what will be the total money spent? 5. Similarly, on 7 pencils, 1 pencil is C rupees. You're buying 7 of them. So 7C. Similarly, 1 eraser is E rupees and you're buying 4 of them. So 4 rupees. Correct? And you spend some money. What is that? What is that some money? I don't know. Let's take any number. And in our case, you know our favorite numbers, and the easiest number to calculate is 100. So I think we can take the total money that I spend on all this. That will be 100 rupees. Rajat bought 6 pens. Awesome. 1 pen P rupees, 6 pens 6p rupees. 8 erasers. Be very careful. Erasers is 8, not pencils. So 8 erasers. 1 eraser E rupees, 8 eraser 80 rupees. And 14 pencils. 1 pencil C rupees, 14 pencils 14 C rupees. For an amount which was half more than what I had paid. Half more. Half more means instead of 100, half more. So it becomes 150. Fine? Half more. 100. So half more, you have spent 150 rupees. Fine. What percent of the total amount paid by me was for the pens? You need to determine pens. P. You need P. What do you need? Find P karna hai. P, right? So we are interested in this portion. We are gonna interested in this P wala part. If you are interested in P wala part, that simply means C and E got to be cancelled out. C and E got to be cancelled out. How will you cancel C and E? Think about it. One is 7, one is 14, another one is 4, another one is 8. I think you can easily cancel if you multiply the first equation with 2. Don't you think? If you multiply the first equation with 2 and then subtract, okay, let's call it equation 1. Let's call the second equation 2. If you multiply the first equation with 2 and then subtract, okay, and then you subtract, don't you think you will easily get the answer? Don't you think you will easily get the answer? Yes. Why? C and E will cancel out. What will be left is P. Correct? Okay. So multiply first equation with 2 and then subtract. 5 into 2, 10. 10P minus 6P, 4P. 7 into 2, 14. 14 minus 14 cancels out. 4 into 2, 8. 8E minus 8E cancels out. So 100 into 2, 200. 200 minus 150. 4P is 50, or P is equal to 12.5. Question is not asking just about P. It's not asking just about P. It's saying what percent of the total amount paid by me was paid for the pens. So how much was the total amount paid for the pens? I spent 5p. I bought 5 pens. So total amount spent by me on pens was 5 into 12.5, which is 25, 10, 12, 62.5. 62.5 I spent on pens. Question is saying percentage. Okay. So I spent 62.5 rupees out of a total of, remember, I assume my total to be 100. My assumed total to be 100. So I spent 62.5 rupees out of a total of 100 rupees. And to get your answer in percentage, you are always going to multiply with 100. 100, 100 cancels out. What do you get is 62.5%. That's your answer to this brilliant question. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Clear? Any doubt? Clear? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Let's focus on the next one. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, next, let's look at it. This is from the CAT 95 paper. 2/5 of the voters promised to vote for P and the rest promised to vote for Q. Of these, on the last day, 15% of the voters went back of their promise to vote for P and 25% of the voters went back of their promise to vote for Q, and P lost by 2 votes. Then the total number of voters is, this is from the CAT 95 paper. cat 95 people. Okay. So let the total voters be equal to some number. You know what? 100 is anyway also there as part of our options as well. So I think we can start that. Let total number of voters be 100. We'll check whether that satisfies. It might not be the answer. It might be 110 also, but we'll take one of these answer options. So we can start with the answer options, right? So let's say let total voters, I'm going to try with one of the options, and our favorite number is anyway 100. So let's start with 100 because 100 is one of the options. Let total voters be equal to 100. Okay. So 100 may, you have got P, you have got 2/5 of the voters promised to vote for P. 2/5 of the voters promised to vote for P. So how many voters? How many voters promised? Voters promised, right? How many voters promised to vote for P? कितना आएगा? Voters promised to vote for P is 2/5 of 100. 2/5 of 100, if you do, I'm writing it here, 2/5 of 100 will be 40. 2/5 of 100 is 40. Correct? So this comes out to be 40. Remaining promised to vote for Q. So 100 minus 40 is 60. 60 people promised. 60 people promised to vote for Q. Fine. Next. Of these, on the last day, 15% of the voters went back of their promise to vote for P. Went back on their promise. So, broken promise. How many people broke promise? Broke promise. You know what? How many people broke promise? 15% of the voters went back of their promise to vote for me. 15%. So can I say 15% of 40? If you have to calculate, 15% of 40 is nothing but 6. 6 people went back on their promise to vote for P. What does it mean? 40 people promised, but 6 people broke their promise. So 40 minus 6. Actually, 34 people must have voted for P out of these 40. And went back of their promise means what? They must have voted for Q, right? So 6 people who promised to vote for P went back on their promise. So they did not vote for P. They ended up voting for Q. So Q would have got plus 6 votes more. So it would have become 66. And 25% of the voters went back of their promise to vote for Q. 25%. So how many promised to vote for Q? Not 66. Remember, initially 60 people promised to vote for Q. 60 people. So if you determine 25% of 60 comes out to be 50. Comes out to be 50. 25% of 60 comes out to be 50. So can I say 15 people had who promised to vote for Q went back on their promise. Matlab, it is not 66, it is minus 15. So this will become 51, right? And P will become plus 15. Went back of their promise. So instead of Q, they voted for P. This becomes 40. And P lost by 2 votes. You just need to verify now. Did P lose by 2 votes? Did P lose by 2 votes? Absolutely. Can you see? P has got 49, Q has got 51. P lost by 2 votes. P lost by 2 votes. Yes? Awesome. P lost by 2 votes. It satisfies. Great. That's the answer. Answer is option. So what happens if the total voters is not 100? Let's say it is 110. Fine, you can go with 110. अगर 110 लेके करेगा, same thing you got to repeat. Let total voters be 100. But last May, how will you verify? You are gonna verify using this step. Using this step. P lost by 2 votes. So if you take the total voters to be, let's say 110, last May you will get two numbers here instead of 49 and 51. You will get some other number because of which P will not lose to Q by 2 votes. And if it doesn't lose to Q by 2 votes, it means that cannot be your answer. Right? So only that can be answer where, and I repeat, where P loses to Q by 2 votes, and that's the case when the total number of voters is clear? Clear? Awesome. Chalo. Let's target the next one. Let's target the next one. This was from the 95 cat people. Okay. Number 9. The rate of increase of the price of sugar. Okay, this is from the CAT 93 paper. The rate of increase of the price of sugar is observed to be 2% more than the inflation rate expressed in percentage. Okay, so what is they are saying? Basically, they are saying percentage increase in price. Percentage increase in price is what? Is 2% more than the inflation, is nothing but inflation percent plus 2. Inflation percent plus 2%. That's the relation that they have. Increase in the price of sugar is 2% more than the inflation rate. Correct? Okay. The price of sugar on January 1, 94 is rupees 20 per kilo. Okay. Inflation rates of the years 94 and 95 are expected to be 8% each. Expected price of sugar on January 1, 96 would be. So what do you have? You have some of the numbers. You have some of the numbers, right? So let's take it. January 1, 94. January 1, 90. Then you have January 1, 90. Correct? And then you have January 1, 96. So think about it. First year, January 1, 94, prices 220 rupees. Prices 20 rupees. 20. What has happened to the new price? Inflation rate in each year is 8%. Inflation rate in each year is 8%. So percentage increase in price will be 2% more. Percentage increase in price will be 2% more. So 8 plus 2, 10%. 8 plus 2, 10%. So 10% of 20 is plus 2. 10% of 20 is plus 2. So this will become 20. Next, again 8% each. 8% is the inflation. So price will be 2% more than the inflation. So 10% more. So 22 ka 10% will be 2 point. So 22 will become plus 2.2, 24.2, and that's your answer to this easy question. Remember, this is a CAT question, CAT 983. Answer is 24.2. Clear? Awesome. Okay, fine. I think we will stop here. We will stop here and we will continue this in the next class. So, till late, I have taken 2 classes on percentages on YouTube. Remember the class timings. If you want to catch me live, okay, the timings are Monday to Friday. So, basically, Monday to Friday, right? We will do, we will take up we will basically take up CAT 2023 classes. So all these days, 10 p.m. is where you're gonna see me live. Okay, 10 p.m. on Unacademy YouTube channel, the 99 percentile. Fine. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the class. And remember, we have a new batch starting, CAT 2023, the Invincible batch. December 22nd is your start date. If you want to subscribe to this batch, remember, if you want maximum discounts, you can use my code Parikshit Live for subscription. Because if you use my code, you will get maximum discounts, and the best part is you will get free mentorship. Yes, you heard it correct. Free mentorship. What is free mentorship? It's all about helping you beyond your class hours. At any point of time, if you have a query, if you have a doubt, you get stuck, you can connect with me one on one to get your query resolved. But that free mentorship is only available for those of you who join Plus using the code Parikshit Live. So see you soon, folks, and happy learning.